Okay. So good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to share about my research about the language context between Dan and Rukai and other Southern Taiwan Austronesian languages. So here's the outline, and we will first have a brief introduction, and then going deeper to each context situation between Dan and Rukai and each languages, including Puyuma and Sarua and Ganaganalu. So have a quick look about the abbreviations. Okay, so Rukai is an Austronesian language spoken in southern Taiwan. Nowadays, there are 6 major dialects in Rukai, namely the Dona, Maga, Mandaran, spoken in the north side, and Budai and Labuan are spoken in the south side, while the Danan Rukai, which is our main topic today, is spoken in the east side. And in terms of surrounding languages, as you can see, Rukai communities are situated in a highly diversified area surrounded by various other ethnic groups such as Puyuma, Amis, Bunun, Zhou, Ganagana Sarua, Shiraya, Makatao, and Taiwan. So by examining the lexical data within the Rukai community, we can find many traces of interaction between Rukai people and other ethnic groups. And this research will focus on the context situation between Danan Rukai and Buyuma. And next is about the context situation between Danan Rukai and Ganagana Sangalua. Okay. Okay, so research questions. We want to know, can we find traces of the context situation between Danan Rukai and neighboring languages or dialects by looking into the Danan Rukai lexicon? And if yes, in which semantic field does the borrowing tend to occur? To answer this, I compared about 700 lexical entries between Dan and Rukai, different Puyuma dialects, so Ganagana and Sarua. And the division of semantic fields and the entries of the lexical items mainly follow the WLD word list. And about the source of data, we have ACD Online Dictionary for PN Etima, and we have these data for 5 Rukai dialects and Zo, Sarua, Ganaganabu. We have things material for different Puyuma dialects and Kakalan's dictionary for Nanwang Puyuma. Furthermore, the ILRDF word list and CIP Online Dictionary will also be considered, taking into account consideration. Okay. And let's introduce briefly about the Danan. So nowadays, the self-appellation of the Rukai people in Danan village is Darumak. And the Darumak people lived in Gabaliwa in the past here. And in 1920s, the Japan government forced them to migrate east to their present location, which is very close to Puyuma villages. So then we can move to the context situation. The first part is with Puyuma. And the Puyuma people now mainly live in 10 villages, showing on the map, and located in the east of Taiwan. And the subgrouping of the Puyuma dialects in this research follow the ILRDF, namely the Nanwang, Kasabakan, Kaptipur are the independent group, while all other Puyuma villages belongs to Western Puyuma. And by comparing the lexical data between Danan, Rukai, and different Puyuma dialects, we can find many evidence about the content between Puyuma and Danan Rukai, including that the long pronouns retroflex T and H in Danan Rukai came from Puyuma, and also a lot of long words in Danan Rukai can be found from Puyuma. Okay, and here is the reflexes from PAN to Proto-Puyuma, Proto-Rukai, Danan, given by Ding and Li. So just focusing on some peculiar sounds, we found that Danan Rukai has a very unique sound change, which is P to gato stop. And as for the PAN capital C, Proto-Puyuma reflects it as a retroflex T, while it is reflected as an affricate in Proto-Rukai. And as for PANQ, Proto-Puyuma reflects it as a glottal stop according to Dingangxing, and it is be deleted in Proto-Rukai. As for vowels, noticing that Proto-Puyuma U correspond to Danan Rukai O. Now let's move to the long phoneme retroflex T. So within the modern Rukai dialects, only Danan and Laguan Rukai have retroflex T, and we can find that almost all the lexical items with retroflex T in Danan Rukai are different from other Rukai dialects. While they could found their origins in at least one Puyuma dialects. I'm not going to go over every word, just take one word for example. So for the term, these things into two parts. We see that the form in Danan Rukai is almost same as Nanwang Puyuma. The only difference is that all long words ending with consonant final will be added an echo vowel in Danan Rukai. On the other hand, since Proto-Puyuma B has undergone a spiralization to V in all other Puyuma dialects except Nanwang, so we see V here in these three dialects. And consequently, we can assume that the borrowing of this term in Danan Rukai could be happened between Nanwang Puyuma and Danan Rukai, or maybe in an early period, namely before the occurrence of the spiralization in these three Puyuma dialects. Okay, and also semantic shift can be found in the long words as well. For example, we have a word, the form of the word thief and steal in Danan Rukai are shared with Nanwang Puyuma, while the meaning in Nanwang Puyuma is gluttonous and greedy. So the semantic shift somehow happened. Okay. And next is about the long phoneme H. And again, we see that some cases with H in Danan Rukai are very different from other Rukai dialects, indicating that it may not be the retention of Proto-Rukai. And again, we can find their origins in at least one Puyuma dialects, while the original sound value may not be the voiceless glottal fricative, but the voice be the fricative in Kaligur, Kaspagan, and Western Puyuma. And noticing that we have P in Puyuma, we have the correspondence of P in Puyuma to glottal stop in Danan Rukai. So indicating that the borrowing of this word could be happen before the P to glottal stop sound change in Danan Rukai. Okay, and next is about other long words. So I classify the long words in Danan Rukai from Puyuma into three categories. Namely, the first one is long words directly borrowed from Puyuma, and class B is about long words from other languages through Puyuma. And finally, it's about words with shared semantic shift. Okay, so as for class 1, and we found that some words in Danan Rukai share the form with the Puyuma dialects, in at least Puyuma dialects, in the semantic field of animal-related word or body part or else. And again, this form in Danan Rukai are very different from other Rukai dialects, indicate that at least in these words, only Danan Rukai has received the Puyuma influences. And as for class B, Puyuma as intermediate languages, we see that long words from other languages may enter Danan Rukai through Puyuma as well. So for instance, we have the Dutch case and the Taiwan Austronesian long words. So about the Dutch case, we see that this form in Puyuma is a long words from for hair. The word hair in Puyuma is the long words from Dutch, first noted by Gablan. And also, this this word in Danan Rukai is also a loanword from Puyuma. And since that the Dutch East India Company has occupied southern Taiwan in about 70 centuries, so it may not be very surprising that Puyuma have a Dutch loanword. And next is about some the condition that is that the Taiwanese southern Ming loanword being borrowed into Puyuma, then to Danan Rukai. And we could find this type of words by irregular correspondences. Also, for example, Taiwan Southern Ming B to Danan Rukai B. So, as mentioned previously, almost all the Puyuma dialects undergo a spiralization from Proto-Puyuma B to V, except Nanwang. So, some Puyuma people may use V to replace the Taiwan Southern Ming B. On the other hand, Han Rukai does have V, so it is unnecessary for Danan people to use V to replace Taiwan Southern Ming B. So in these cases, all Puyuma dialect can be the source of these words in Danan Rukai except Nanwang Puyuma. Since we will accept Danan Rukai has B rather than V if Danan people are reformed from Nanwang. And next is about with the same concept, we can see the correspondence of affricate Chi in Taiwan Southern Ming and fricative Chi in Danan. So since Puyuma doesn't contain affricate, so Puyuma people use the fricative ace to replace the affricate from Taiwan Southern Ming. So like the case knife, cai de in Taiwan Southern Ming and being borrowed into sai du. Also, we can see sai do in Danan. And this could be proven by comparing the cases that directly borrowed from Taiwan Southern Ming from Danan Rukai. So as for the term paddy field, Chan to Zana in Danan Rukai, which can see that here is a Z but not a Si. Okay. And also some sporadic change here may also happen. And so we see that as for the word whole, the form in Taiwan Southern Ming is Bi Tao, while it is Bi Dao in Puyuma dialects and also Danan Rukai. And this may be due to the fact that the Puyuma people occasionally combine the Taiwan Southern Ming word Di Tao, Ho, and Po Tao axis to form Bi Dao and spread the term to Danan Rukai and also some Taiwan dialects. And the last one is about the shared semantic field, shared semantic shift. So we notice that PAN alocasia, a type of plants, has semantically shifted to leaf in Proto-Puyuma. And then Proto-Puyuma has innovated a new term to refer to alocasia. And similarly, we see that the Danan and Labuan Rukai share the same semantic field as a semantic shift and same form of alocasia with Puyuma dialects. Okay, and next is about the context situation in the area of Zhou, Sarua, and Ganga. So Zhou, Ganga, and Sarua used to be considered as a group of languages with genetic relationship, namely the Zoic languages. However, recent studies suggest that these three languages do not form a single subgroup in the Austronesian language family. So I will refer to Zhou, Ganga, and Sarua independently instead of using the term Zoic. And regarding of these the loanwords are related to the PAN lowercase ace. So PAN lowercase ace is reflected as the ace in Zhou, while it is deleted in Ganga and Sarua, and it is changed to interdental fricative in Proto Rukai. So again, note that PAN lowercase s change to interdental fricative in Rukai, such as the example PN Susu to Porto Rukai Fofo. And given this, we find that some words in Danan Rukai has irregular reflexes from PN. For example, pine tree, salen to alen. We have the deletion of the PN case S. And also there are some same irregularity in other Rukai dialects. Today I'm going to only focus on Danan dialects. And to deal with this, we need to, by including the data from the Zhou, Luan. So we see that the PN lowercase s is reflected as S in Zhou, so S lowercase s to S in Zhou, while the PN lowercase s is deleted in Salua and Kanakabu. And so there is a regular reflexes. And in these cases, we see that the form in Danan shared with Salua and Kanaka. So at least in these cases, we see that the Danan people have the interaction with Salua and or Kanakanabu and the so. Okay, a quick summary. So in this talk, I identified 27 loanwords in Danan from Fuyuma. And also, loanwords from other languages could enter Danan through Fuyuma as well. As like we have a case about Dutch and Taiwanese Austronesian. And the semantic fields including animals, body part, and followings. However, in most of the cases, we cannot determine which Fuyuma dialects are the original sources of these loanwords. On the other hand, about loanwords from Sahalua and Kanakanavu, the semantic fields including food and drink, agricultural welfare, and social and political relations. Okay, so here's my talk. Thanks for listening.